In the 1960s, Mongols MC used to be a small biker club, but nowadays, even clubs like Hell's Angels are afraid of Mongols MC. Whenever we talk about the rise of the Mongols MC, the only name that comes to mind is Scott Jr. Erickson. From an obsession with fishing to being the youngest biker gang leader, today we have brought you the story of Scott Jr. Erickson. Early life. Scott's story begins in the vibrant city of San Diego in the 1960s. He grew up in a loving family in the sheltered suburbs, but he was drawn to a different life, a life of wild freedom on two wheels. It all started with a chance encounter by a lake in 1974, where he saw a biker who embodied the very essence of rebellion and freedom that he yearned for. The sight of this fearless, long-haired biker with a Mongols Motorcycle Club patch left an indelible mark on Scott's young mind. By the time Scott was 16, he had already earned a reputation as a tough guy, playing Scott varsity high school football, partying hard, and frequently getting into fights. But the image of that biker by the lake lingered, and he began immersing himself in the world of motorcycles. He devoured Easy Rider magazines, dreaming of the day he could own a Harley Davidson of his own. The road to becoming a Mongol. After high school, Scott moved back to San Diego and he committed his first crime to buy beers with a fake ID. He also got a job on a construction site, saving every penny he could to make his motorcycle dream a reality. However, progress was slow and he needed to accelerate his savings. A friend suggested he start selling marijuana, a venture known for its ability to generate quick cash. Scott seized the opportunity, and soon enough, he had saved enough money to buy a Harley-Davidson Superglide in 1978. With his new motorcycle, Scott's life took a dramatic turn. He began riding with friends and exploring the freedom of the open road. Along the way, he started crossing paths with members of various motorcycle clubs. One particular encounter led him to the Mongols Motorcycle Club, specifically the San Diego chapter. Riding with them felt like becoming part of a brotherhood he had always longed for. It wasn't just about motorcycles, it was about camaraderie and a shared sense of belonging. Scott's loyalty and dedication to the Mongols grew rapidly. Even before officially becoming a member, he was regarded as one of their own, an honorary Mongol. Scott didn't hesitate to take on club responsibilities, including intimidation and debt collection. His fierce reputation in bar fights even led to some establishments banning him. Becoming a full-fledged Mongol, despite being just 20 years old, Scott's dedication to the Mongols caught the attention of the San Diego chapter. To become a full-fledged member, one had to be 21. But an exception was made for Scott due to his loyalty. Thus, he became the youngest prospect in the club's history. Before officially putting on the Mongols patch, Scott had a crucial conversation with club leaders who laid bare the risks and dangers of the outlaw biker lifestyle. They emphasized the potential consequences of violence, incarceration, or even death. Fully aware of these risks, Scott made a resolute decision to embrace the Brotherhood and the Mongols' way of life. As Scott had already adapted his role within the Mongols Motorcycle Club, his rebellious nature spiraled further into radicalism. Armed and fearless, he believed in the invincibility of the Brotherhood. However, the harsh realities of life soon shattered his illusions. Rivalry and consequences. The Mongols' most formidable adversaries were the Hell's Angels, and the rivalry between the two clubs was intense. Tragically, Scott experienced the brutal consequences of this rivalry firsthand, losing several club brothers in a violent confrontation with their Hell's Angels counterparts. The anguish he felt was immeasurable, but fate had more challenges in store for him. One night, an altercation in a bar took a fatal turn, resulting in the grievous injury of a Hell's Angels member. Shockingly, Scott found himself at the center of this calamity, held accountable for the tragedy. The police launched an intense investigation, casting a suffocating net of pressure upon the Mongols. Fearing the consequences, Scott made a difficult decision to disappear from the city he once called home. Fleeing and returning, seeking refuge in the unfamiliar territory of Oklahoma, Scott found solace in the presence of fellow Mongols members who shared his MC chapter. He adopted a new identity, evading detection and relying on the solidarity and support of his club members to remain hidden from law enforcement. The cat-and-mouse game played out in his favor for 6 months, granting him a temporary respite from the relentless pursuit of justice. Unfortunately, fate caught up with Scott as news reached him that 3 of his loyal brothers had been apprehended and arrested in connection with the ill-fated bar incident. Understanding that he bore the primary burden of guilt, Scott decided to return to San Diego and surrender himself to the authorities. His club brothers, willing to make an extraordinary sacrifice, accepted a plea deal that would spare Scott from a lifetime behind prison bars. Each of them received prison sentences ranging from 4 to 8 years, a testament to the unwavering loyalty that defined their brotherhood. Redemption and righting. Paroled in 1986 at the age of 26 and released from prison, Scott faced challenging terms of parole that forbade him from any contact with Mongols Motorcycle Club members. Despite the probationary period lasting just a year, it offered Scott a chance for a fresh start. He secured a legitimate job and distanced himself from the world of the MC. However, the allure of the Brotherhood proved too strong. On the very day his parole expired, Scott found himself back on the open road, riding shoulder to shoulder with his Mongols brothers. His loyalty and commitment led him to ascend to the rank of vice president within the club. Exactly 1 year later, Scott assumed the prestigious role of national president, a position tailor-made for his leadership qualities. Challenges and triumphs. Scott's tenure as national president of the Mongols proved transformative. A charismatic and fearless leader, he steered the club with unwavering determination, never flinching in the face of adversity. Even during a biker gathering where tensions between the Mongols and the Hells Angels reached a boiling point, Scott stood undaunted at the forefront as violence erupted. Scott was elected to serve as the national president multiple times, a testament to the trust and respect he had earned from his club brothers. However, in 1998, his life took an unexpected turn. During an event at a bar with a fellow biker, Scott was attacked by an assailant. Armed with unwavering resolve and the support of his companion, he swiftly subdued the aggressor. False accusations and legal battles. Little did Scott know that this altercation would lead to false accusations and legal battles. The assailant reported the encounter to the police, accusing Scott and his fellow biker of assault. The wheels of justice turned swiftly, and Scott found himself promptly arrested. Despite maintaining his actions were in self-defense, the legal system had a different perspective. At his trial, Scott's attorney argued passionately for self-defense, but the detective leading the case countered the claims. In the end, Scott was found guilty of assault and sentenced to 14 years in prison. However, after serving 2 years, a glimmer of hope emerged in the form of an appeal. Scott's attorney unveiled evidence of witness intimidation and concealed information, which ultimately led to his release from prison. Hidden author. While in prison, Scott's time wasn't spent idly. He channeled his experiences, emotions, and knowledge into writing. He began crafting his life story within the Mongols, a story of rebellion, brotherhood, and relentless dedication. This endeavor evolved into not 1 but 2 books, The Unknown Mongol and The Unknown Mongol II, which vividly chronicle his life within the club and offer a rare glimpse into the outlaw biker world. Upon his release in 2004, Scott moved to Utah, embarked on a new chapter of life, and even got married. In 2009, he founded a Mongols chapter in Salt Lake County, starting with just 2 members. Today, the Mongols Motorcycle Club is a dominant force in the state of Utah, a testament to Scott's unwavering commitment to the brotherhood he loves, legacy, and impact. In the realm of the Mongols Motorcycle Club, Scott Jr. Erickson is a legendary figure. He is widely credited with elevating the club's status from a regional entity to an international powerhouse. Scott's life is a testament to the transformative power of brotherhood and loyalty, even amidst the challenges and controversies that come with the territory. Today, when the name Mongols Motorcycle Club is mentioned, it's nearly impossible not to think of Junior Scott Erickson. He stands as a living embodiment of the club's ethos, representing not only his Mongols brothers but the entire nation. His journey from a rebellious teenager drawn to a biker's freedom to becoming the youngest national president in the club's history is a remarkable saga of a man who dedicated his life to the Mongols for better or worse. This was it for today. Make sure you give it a like and share with your fellows. Let us know what you like the most about Ericsson and why.